Your body wasn't made to stay still. Think about our ancestors. They didn't sit in front of a screen for 8 hours. They moved all the time to hunt, gather food, and stay alive. Moving is built into our DNA. It's something we need to do, just like breathing or eating. Regular exercise is just the modern way to give our body what it has always needed to work right. It's not a fancy extra or a hobby. It's a key part of taking care of our body. Every time you move, you're honoring millions of years of how we've changed to become the human you are today. Being healthy isn't just about not being sick. It's about feeling alive, having energy, and being able to do things. Regular exercise is the main thing that builds this feeling of being alive. It makes your heart strong, which is like the engine that sends life to every part of your body. It keeps your muscles strong, letting you interact with the world, pick up your kids, or carry groceries without a problem. When you stop working out, changes show up pretty fast. Just a week or two after you quit your routine, your body starts sending the first signals that something's off. One of the first things you'll notice is that your heart and lung strength goes down. The stairs you used to climb easily now leave you out of breath. Along with losing your stamina, you'll feel a general tiredness. You feel more tired during the day, even if you sleep the same number of hours. That spark of energy you got from exercise is gone. Also, your cell's ability to use insulin starts to get worse. This means your body doesn't handle blood sugar as well, which can cause your blood sugar to go up and down. This leads to energy crashes and wanting unhealthy foods. Changes also show up in your muscles and strength. Even though you won't lose a lot of muscle in just 2 weeks, your muscles will start to lose some of their firmness and ability to work well. Finally, your mood might be one of the first things to be affected. That feeling of well-being and clear thinking that usually comes after a good workout, the runner's high, disappears. Muscles are amazing at changing. They follow the rule, use it or lose it. When you work them hard, like lifting weights or running, they get bigger and stronger. But if you stop challenging them, your body, which is very good at saving energy, decides it doesn't need to keep that much muscle. That's when muscle loss starts. Muscles don't just help you move things, they're also very important for how your body uses energy. They're like little furnaces that burn calories, even when you're just resting. When you lose muscle, your body burns fewer calories overall. This means your body burns fewer calories throughout the day, making it much easier to gain body fat, even if you eat the same amount. That's why many people who stop working out notice they start gaining fat, especially around their belly. Losing strength isn't just about how you look or how well you can do things. It directly affects your everyday life and your health in the long run. Weak muscles make you more likely to get hurt in your daily activities. Also, muscles are very important for keeping your blood sugar levels normal. They are the main place where sugar is stored after you eat, which stops your blood sugar from getting too high. We often think of bones as lifeless structures, like the frame of a building. But the truth is, bone tissue is a living, active tissue that is always changing. Just like muscles, bones get stronger when you put stress on them. Exercises that involve impact and strength, like running, jumping, or lifting weights, tell your bone cells to get stronger and denser. But when you stop exercising, this signal goes away. Your body sees the lack of stress as a sign that it doesn't need to keep your bones so strong and dense. The process of bones getting weaker is quiet, and you can't see it happening. You won't feel your bones getting weaker until it's too late, like when you break a bone from a small fall. Not moving for a long time makes your bones slowly lose their density. This can lead to osteopenia, and in more serious cases, osteoporosis. This condition makes bones weak and brittle, which greatly increases the chance of breaks, especially in the hip, spine, and wrist. These breaks can cause big problems, especially for older people. Not exercising not only makes your bones weaker directly, but it also affects the parts that support them. Strong muscles act like cushions and stabilizers, taking some of the shock from daily movements and protecting your bones. Your heart is a muscle, and like any other muscle, it needs training to stay strong and work well. Regular exercise, especially heart-pumping exercise, makes it work harder to push blood through your body. This makes your heart muscle stronger so it can pump more blood with each beat. Because of this, a trained heart can have a lower resting heart rate, which means it doesn't have to work as hard every day. When you stop exercising, this training effect goes away. Your heart slowly gets weaker. Its ability to pump blood goes down, and your resting heart rate will start to go up again. This weakening of the heart directly affects your blood system. A heart that doesn't work as well has to beat more times per minute to get the same amount of oxygen to your body parts. Also, not being active is bad for your cholesterol. Regular exercise helps to raise your HDL cholesterol, which is known as good cholesterol. It works like a cleaner, getting rid of extra cholesterol from your arteries. When you stop moving, this balance breaks down. Your HDL levels tend to go down, while your LDL and triglyceride levels can go up. This mix is a dangerous recipe for atherosclerosis, which is when plaque builds up on the walls of your arteries. The link between exercise and a healthy mind is super strong. When you move, your brain gets an instant boost. Blood and oxygen flow better, which makes your brain work better almost right away. Also, exercise makes your brain release important chemicals. Endorphins, which are like natural pain relievers and make you feel happy. Serotonin, which helps with your mood, sleep, and how hungry you feel. And dopamine, which is linked to feeling motivated and happy. When you stop exercising, you stop giving your brain this good mix of chemicals. This can make you feel more uncaring, less driven, and generally in a worse mood. Exercise is also one of the best ways to handle stress. Being active helps control the amount of cortisol, which is the main stress hormone. Besides the chemical effects, exercise changes the brain itself. It helps with something called neurogenesis, which is when new brain cells are made, especially in the hippocampus, a key part of the brain for learning and remembering things. When you stop exercising, these things slow down. It might be harder for you to learn new things, and your memory might not be as sharp. It's like you stop taking care of the garden in your mind. Your metabolism is all the chemical stuff that turns what you eat and drink into energy. Regular exercise is like adding wood to that metabolic fire, keeping it going strong and working well. When you stop exercising, this metabolic engine starts to slow down. The first hit comes from doing less every day, but it gets worse as you lose muscle. One of the quickest and biggest changes happens in how your body handles sugar. Your body's ability to use insulin well drops a lot when you're not active. Your muscles, which used to soak up sugar from your blood like a sponge after exercise, become stubborn. This makes your pancreas work harder, putting out more insulin to do the same job. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, which is a step before type 2 diabetes. Also, when sugar can't get into your muscles easily to be used as energy or stored, your body is more likely to turn it into fat and store it. This mix of a slower metabolism and bad sugar handling creates the perfect situation for gaining weight, especially belly fat. This is the fat that builds up around your insides in your belly, and it's extra dangerous. Belly fat isn't just a place to store energy. It's an active organ that lets out stuff that can cause swelling and hormones that can mess with how your body normally works. If you've stopped working out, the idea of starting again can feel like a lot. Maybe you remember how fit you used to be and feel sad about how far you are from that now. The trick is to forget the past and focus on right now. The goal isn't to get back to where you were in a week. The goal is simply to start. Begin with something small and easy to handle. You don't need to join a gym or buy expensive gear. A 15-minute walk every day is a great start. The most important rule is, make it so easy you can't say no. Doing something regularly is much more important than doing it super hard at first. Another great idea is to add movement into your daily life. Use the stairs instead of the elevator. Park your car a bit further from where you're going. Get off the bus, one stop early. Do squats while you wait for water to boil. Find an activity you truly like. If you hate running, don't force yourself to do it. The best exercise is the one you do all the time. Try different things: dancing, swimming, biking, hiking, yoga, martial arts, or joining a casual sports team. Getting a friend or family member involved can also be a big help. Having someone to share the promise with makes it much more likely you'll stick with it. Be patient and kind to yourself. There will be days when you don't feel like it, or when life gets in the way. We've talked about what happens to your body when you stop moving. We've seen how muscles get weak, bones get breakable, the heart loses its strength, and the brain gets foggy. This isn't to scare you, but to share a very important truth. Your body is made to move, and not moving comes at a high price. It affects your energy, your mood, how well you can fight off sickness, and in the end, how good and how long your life is. The good news is that you can change this at any time. Your future health isn't set in stone. You're building it with the choices you make every day. Think of moving not as a punishment for what you ate, but as a way to celebrate what your body can do. Every time you choose to move, you're sending a strong message to every part of your body. You're telling them you want to be strong, tough, and full of life. You're putting effort into a future where you have the energy to play with your grandkids, the strength to stay on your own, and a clear mind to enjoy every moment. This promise doesn't need big, heroic acts, but rather small, steady ways of taking care of yourself. It's all the daily walks, the stairs you climb, and the workouts you finish added up. Modern life pushes us to sit still. Office jobs, cars, screens, and comfy things all work together to keep us from moving. That's why choosing to move is a big, brave act. It's saying no to being still and taking back the energy that is yours by right. You don't need to be a top athlete. You just need to be someone who cares about their health enough to give their body the movement it wants. Find your reason why. Is it for your family? For your mind's health? To keep exploring the world? Your body is the only place you have to live. It's your partner for life, from your first breath to your last. Taking care of it by moving is one of the biggest ways you can show respect and love for yourself. Don't wait for Monday, next month, or the new year. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Get up, take a walk, do some squats. Take the first step, even if it's a small one. Your future self will thank you very much. Because every move counts, and every active day is another brick in building a long, healthy, and full life.